Hello and welcome here to the ACC for today's game, matching up the Philadelphia Flyers and the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're getting deep into the season. We're already in March, and the next episode will be the last game of the season. But now we'll get you the tail of the tape. We're giving the Leafs the edge in this one as they dominate in every category. The Flyers have been really bad this year, ranked 27th in the league with 59 points. The only thing they have going for them is their power play and penalty kill, which are both better than the Leafs. But the Leafs have 76 points and are 8th in the league. But now your injury report. The Leafs are without Dave Bolland, who suffered a pulled groin and is out 2 weeks. The Flyers are missing starting goalie Steve Mason with a broken toe. He's out for 1 more week. And Zach Ronaldo, who suffered a concussion, is out 10 weeks. So due to the injury, a backup goalie will be in for the Flyers. But now we'll get you the trade deadline recap. The Toronto Maple Leafs traded Paul Ranger for Victor Bartley and a 6th round pick to Nashville, but Daniel Winnick went to Ottawa for some prospects. Columbus acquired Antti Ranta from Chicago for Jack Skilly, so Jack Skilly's going back to Chicago. And Curtis McElhaney is headed to New York along with Cody Bass for Josh Nichols and Tommy Hughes. But in our starting goalies, Cal Heater gets to start for the Flyers, the AHL starter. And Bernier gets to start for the Leafs, 30 wins, a goals against average 2.32, and a save percentage of .932. So with all that information given to you, we're underway with the drop of the puck. The Flyers have been really bad recently, going 1-8-1. Leafs haven't been too much better, going 4-4-2. Bernier back to play the puck around to Gunnarsson and up to Kessel. Now Bozak entering the Philadelphia zone, stopping and loses the puck. Veteran defenseman Kimmo Timonen across to Matt Reed, who's playing first line minutes tonight. Across to Scott Hartnell, who gets destroyed by Franzen. Van Riemsdyk circling around and passes up to centerman Bozak. Kessel takes a shot and that's wide. Bozak back to his point and Phaneuf is unable to get the puck. And Gunnarsson will retrieve. Gunnarsson stops and passes over to Phaneuf. Phaneuf cuts inside, cuts back inside, and now Kessel. Kessel with space, takes a shot, and that's stopped short side by Cal Heater. Heater is yet to get his first win of this season, and he is the backup, as Ray Emery gets the night off, as he's taken the brunt of the load with all the games that he's had to play. And that wasn't Franzen on the hit, that was Gunnarsson. Scott Hartnell got destroyed on that hit. But Cal Heater hasn't had the best of seasons, and the Leafs are looking to capitalize on that. And they get the offensive face-off with the second line coming out. And Kadri wins the draw. Tim Gleason takes a slap shot, and that's tipped by Kessel and stopped by Heater. A nice stop by Heater, as that tip could have gone in. But a nice job to stay focused by Heater and stop the puck. We'll take another look at that one because it was a bit of an awkward angle for you guys. As you see here, Kadri got a nice tip on it, but it went straight to the pads of Heater, and Heater was smart to cover that one up. Third line comes out. Holland in place of Bolland in tonight's game. Only one letter difference. Holland with the puck, unable to get a shot away. This is his first career game as a Toronto Maple Leaf, as Franzen takes a stop shot, and that's turned away. But Holland has had a pretty good year in the AHL so far, and he got the call up. Philadelphia behind the net. Try to pass it in front. That's Hall. Hall to the point and a nice stop shot. The rebound is turned away by Bernier. Braden Shen. Over to Grossman. Grossman's shot is stopped by Bernier. Now Couturier back to Streit. Back to the point. Grossman. And a nice stop by Bernier again. Now Holland breaks out to Kuhlman. Kuhlman looking for a partner. Raymond is unable to get the shot away behind him. Simmons. Up to, I missed who that was, But now Grossman pinching up. Nicholas Grossman's pass is intercepted, but Clarkson gives it right back away. Grossman with the puck again. Back over to Coburn, and now up to Simmons. Wayne Simmons, the Wayne train. Dancing with the puck across the forecheck, and a nice stop. The rebound. Now back to Coburn. Coburn's point shot and scores. Wayne Simmons was unable to score on the original shot. Puck somehow makes its way out to Coburn. And Wayne Simmons, 23rd of the year from Braden Colburn, gives Philadelphia the 1-0 lead off of the tip. Philadelphia had a lot of offensive pressure there and a lot of people in front, and Bernier must have had a very hard time seeing that one. But nonetheless, 6:33 left in the first, and it's a 1-0 game for Philadelphia. Bozak loses the draw. Andrew McDonald over to Luke Shen, former Toronto Maple Leaf, now Matt Reed. Reed being board played. And out of the zone, Matt Reed in Philadelphia zone now. Passes up to Giroux and over to Reed. Back to Giroux. And Giroux gets hit, but regains control of the puck. Takes a shot from far out, and that's stopped by Bernier. Pass up by Gunnarsson is intercepted, and Hartnell's low shot is unable to get a tip. But Matt Reed was unable to bury the rebound. Now Kessel on the break. Kessel inside, takes a shot, that's blocked. Bozak giving chase. And a nice hit along the side, but that's dumped in to the Toronto zone. 2 minutes left in the first. Gunnarsson having trouble getting the puck. Now passes up to Colton Orr. Orr's pass is off the mark, deflected, and Steve Downey's shot is deflected and out of play. 1:20 left in the first. But let's take another look at that low shot that almost snuck its way in off of the rebound. Matt Reed was unable to tuck that one around the pad of Bernier. Didn't have too much space, but a nice stop by Bernier. A heads-up play. Both second lines come out. And Lecavalier wins the draw, and Colburn's shot is stopped by Bernier. Simmons' shot. Nice shot, but an even nicer save. Gleason up to Clarkson. Clarkson with 20 seconds left. Unable to get a shot away. Timonen. Kimo Timonen gets hit, and Kadri cutting into the middle. Takes a shot, and a nice stop by Cal Heater. Back to the point, and that's the end of the period. A 1-0 game for Philadelphia. Some nice offensive pressure from both teams, but Philadelphia has been the only team to capitalize so far. So we'll leave you with the highlights, but it's a 1-0 game for Philadelphia off of the Wayne Simmons tip. Just about set here for the second period. The Leafs are down 1-0 off of a Wayne Simmons tip from the point. First lines are out and ready. And Bozak wins the draw to start the second. A pass off the boards is off the mark from Gunnarsson. And Hartnell in the Toronto zone. Hartnell being board played. Is unable to get away from it, and Van Riemsdyk breaking out. Van Riemsdyk over to Kessel. Kessel stops. Takes a backhander. It looked like he tried to put that one wide, but Heater plays it. And Heater will now cover it up after Coburn gives it back to his goalie. It looked like Kessel was trying to put it wide and maybe get a bounce out in front. But Claude Giroux is the leading scorer for the Philadelphia Flyers. 63 games, 63 points. Not too bad. Kessel is also in the top 5 for points scored. He is currently third, if I remember correctly, with 67 points. Now Franzen being shoved. Tries to take the slap shot, and that's taken away from him. Kadri back to Gleason. Gleason with the slap shot, and that's tipped and wide. Kadri back to Clarkson. Clarkson being hit and loses control of the puck. Voracek loses the puck as well. And now Gleason gives it away, and it's a breakaway. Voracek, a nice defensive play by Lecavalier. And there's madness in front of the net, and Clarkson somehow gets it out. Now Lupul on the counterattack. Cutting inside. Tries to deke around, but a nice stick play. But now across it, Olin's unable to get the stick on the puck. Now Phaneuf takes a low shot, and that's wide. Luke Shen in front to McDonald, excuse me. Now Reed. Matt Reed being shoved by Mason Raymond. Timonen entering the zone, and a nice glove save, and Bernier will play it. Cooley up to Raymond. Mason Raymond with speed. Cuts outside, and a nice shot, but that's stopped by Heater. Now Raymond back to the point, and that's offside. Morgan Riley was just a bit behind the line when he was coming in off of a change. But Mason's Raymond shot nearly snuck its way in, short side. But nonetheless, stopped by Heater. And Heater is still mistakeless in today's game. Bozak back to Morgan Riley. And Morgan Riley's dump attempt bounces off of Gardner's stick, and out of play. Not sure why that one was so hard to get out. Bozak wins the draw. Kessel being shoved and enters his own offside off of the Braden Shen pressure. 9:22 left in the second. Leafs have still yet to get much offensive pressure besides the Mason Raymond shot. Bozak loses the draw. Couturier over to Adam Hall. And Hall dumps it down in the Toronto zone. Bernier plays it around for Morgan Riley. Riley up to Kessel. Kessel up to Bozak. Bozak. His shot is deflected. Kessel being board played, and his kick passes off the mark. But now Hall kicks it to nobody in particular, and Riley over to his partner Gardner. Gardner gets destroyed on the deke. Oh my. But now Riley up to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk cuts inside. Cuts outside, and Kessel is unable to bury the one-timer. That would have been a very nice goal off of James Van Riemsdyk's dekes. But now Gardner's shot from the point is turned away. McLaren unable to get it back to the point, but nonetheless, Kessel in front, and he gets shoved. Steve Downey. Downey turns back around and back to Timonen, who goes over to Coburn. Now up to Downey. Downey takes a slap shot into the Toronto zone. Phaneuf up to McLaren. That pass is poked. Now it gets up to McLaren. McLaren takes a slap shot, and that's wide. McClement cutting inside, takes a shot, and that's deflected again. A lot of block shots so far in today's game. Shen. Luke, that is. His pass is off the mark. 1:30 left in the period. Gunnarsson up to McLaren. That's off the mark, and Bernier will play it. Gunnarsson over to Gleason. Up to Orr. And now up to Kadri. Kadri with 10 seconds. Cuts inside. Takes a shot. Gets destroyed. But the save is made by Cal Heater. Lupo. 2 big hits. And that will end the period with Luke Shen being board played. A better period for both teams. Well, not both teams, for the Leafs. But no goals. Stays 1-0. Cal Heater's been solid, hasn't let anything in. Got one Kessel chance was the best, along with that Kadri one. But off of saves like these, it has kept it 1-0. Philadelphia. Almost ready for the start of the third. The Leafs are down 1-0 still. Off of Cal Heater, the rookie goalies. Great play. Both fence lines are out. Referees are ready. And the puck is dropped. And Bozak loses the opening draw. Hartnell retreating into the Philadelphia zone. Scott Hartnell. Hartnell loses the puck, but Timonen. A lot of pressure from the Leafs early on in this period. Timonen entering the Toronto zone. It gets destroyed by James Van Riemsdyk. But now the Philadelphia Flyers are still attacking. A shot goes wide, and now Kessel on the stretch pass. Dekes inside, cuts outside, takes a shot, and a nice stop by Heater. Coburn up to his winger, Matt Reed. Reed into the Toronto zone and dumps it down. Bozak fighting for it. Simmons wins. Timonen's point shot is easily stopped. Kicked around to Voracek now by Phaneuf. In front, and that's nearly buried, and it's off the post. Lee Cavalier almost made it a 2-0 game. Point shot stopped, deflected, Van Riemsdyk cutting outside, takes a shot, and that's wide. If he could have got that one top shelf, that would have been a beauty. And now through the net. Whoa, that one was weird. Went right through the crease, and Van Riemsdyk was unable to chop that one in. Gleason defending, a big hit along the boards. Now Gleason, a saucer pass up to Lupo. Lupo cuts inside. A little back skating move, but was unable to score. McDonald, the defenseman, being pressured. Braden Shen back to his brother. Now Luke up to Couturier, who dumps it down. Gleason up to Clarkson. David Clarkson with speed into the zone. Cuts outside and loses the puck. Luke Shen. Quick up to Adam Hall. Hall on the counterattack will just dump it down. Gleason trying to give chase and gets the puck. Couturier up to Mason Raymond. Raymond into the middle to Holland, and Holland loses the puck. Holland fighting with Hartnell, and Hartnell goes down. It's a good time to play the music except it's copyrighted. But now Holland's shot goes way into the corner. I think that one took a deflection. Hartnell over to Reed. Matt Reed over Straight. Mark Straight's shot is not much traffic in front and an easy save. Holland up to Kuhlman. Nikolai Kuhlman stops, takes a low shot, and that's wide. Mark Straight over to Grossman. No, over to Straight. Goes up to Hartnell. Scott Hartnell fighting his way through the body checks. Now back to the point. Grossman takes the stop shot, and that's wide. Bernier wasn't ready for that one. Giroux up to Voracek. Voracek's shot misses the net. 2 minutes left for the Leafs to do something. Giroux playing with it. Back to the point. Grossman's shot is deflected or on the block. Now Voracek circles around. Going around the net. 2 defensemen chasing. Voracek still behind the net. Cuts out in front and scores. And that puts the Leafs beyond doubt. The Flyers will win this game. It's 2-0 with 1 minute left on the Voracek goal. I'm not sure what Phaneuf was doing there. Gunnison was doing a nice job trying to catch up to Jakub Voracek, his 24th of the year. But as you see there, Phaneuf just stood there and did nothing. That's right, he's the $7 million pylon. Forgot about that. But Bernier didn't really have much chance on that as Voracek touched it around his left pad. So Voracek's 24th from Grossman and Giroux puts the insurance marker in, and the Leafs are going to be unable to come back from this, I bet. A nice hit from Gunnarsson in the meantime, though. And Van Riemsdyk skating for it. Tiemann gets there first, though. Coburn being pressured. In front to Simmons. Simmons back to Coburn. Coburn up to LeCavalier, who goes up to Voracek, the goal scorer, with 30 seconds left. Gets hit and dumps it down. Bozak. Quick up to Kessel. Kessel to the outside. Stops. Trying to find a passing partner. Kessel is going to take it himself in a nice shot, but that's stopped by Hayter. Dumped around by the Flyers. Bozak checks Hall, but now Kessel is unable to get the pass. 10 seconds left. A nice hit from Gleason. Down low. Kessel. Back to the point. Unable to get there. And with 5 seconds left, Cal Hayter will get his first career shutout and the first win of the year as the Philadelphia Flyers defeat the Toronto Maple Leafs 2-0. Now, I'm sorry about there being no Hut episode. I had some issues with that, as I mentioned in the previous episode. So I'm going to upload the last episode of the regular season next of the BAGM. And by then, I believe that I should have that all ready to go, ready for upload tomorrow. So I'd like to thank you for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye.
Have a good one.